Good afternoon, ladies and gents. I like to keep things simple, so I just want to talk about in the business field of products and services and how to help your business be successful. So the number one thing in business is to offer services or product that is high in demand. Simple as that. As long as it's high in demand, it's easier for you to promote. It's easier for you to sell. Also, selling a platform that you can trust, selling on a platform that you can trust to sell your products, and also people can trust to buy on your platform. I think that is the hardest part, because when you're creating your own platform, that's when services comes in. Because when people can start trusting your services, then they can also trust telling other people to come onto your platform and buy your products. And once you start building a name for yourself, it makes your product more accessible to other people. In the business field, it's much harder when you're coming in a sector to where you have content creators, you have companies that's promoting products, you have companies that's reviewing products, you have companies that's blogging products. So it's a rough field to get into, but that's when you have to start promoting yourself and showing products that's high in demand. The goods and services that you offer have to be something that everybody wants. No different from doing YouTube videos. When you're doing YouTube videos, most people watch your videos not only if they're just interested, or if it's something that they need, or something that a lot of people is interested in. But I'm also learning in this field, it also requires patience, because most content creators that review products and services or talk about services, it takes them about 6 to 7 years to grow their company to where they need to be. So it's something that you have to have patience with. And it's also how you're actually trying to use the platform. For me, I'm trying to offer product and services, not necessarily through being a content creator, but for my business. So it's a little bit different. But as I see, like now you have a lot of channels that's creating Patreons and things like that for extra income, which is cool. You know, it's all a grind, but the more successful ones supply the best product and services. So, you know, it's just a little insight on that. But like I said, with everything, it comes patience. So trying to sell your products or even trying to promote your services, if your platform is small, it's gonna take a while. So I talk about having outlets within what you're trying to do. So it's also promoting on all social media outlets, a lot of self-promotion, a lot of one-on-one promotion. That means, you know, you're talking to people every day, just giving them suggestions like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those things have to happen in order to have some type of self-promotion, because you can do promotions like different outlets like Google and Facebook, but you have to pay tons of money. And if your product is not moving like that, and people don't know who you are, and people, like, we live in a time of trust. So, you know, you have a lot of scammers out there. You have a lot of people that are scamming, which makes it harder for the people that's trying to do real business. So it's much harder now to sell on different platforms, especially selling off of your own website. So you have to try every method to sell whatever products or services you have. My main purpose of creating a YouTube channel was not to become a content creator or have a successful YouTube channel. It was mainly for selling my product and services. My product and services are in high demand, but of people not knowing me, not knowing my company, not knowing truly what I do, I have to promote myself on different levels, because you know, I have to put in the footwork and the groundwork. And especially in the tech field, it's so oversaturated, because you have bloggers, you have companies that do news articles on product. You have so many platforms that's actually established in this field. So when you're coming in, it's not just competition, but you're being not kicked out, but you're being pushed to the back burner. But my channel is also for inspiration and motivation, because for me, I know that's what I would want. How people perceive it is how people perceive it. And I mean is, if people want to watch it or people don't. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to make a living off of YouTube or any type of social media platform. I'm just trying to promote my business and my products and my services, which are very good. So also within promoting your product and services, you want to build relationships with companies. And it only takes one company to give you a chance, or one person to give you a chance. Like I said about websites, I'm realizing that and I can understand why people don't trust websites, and why people don't trust, you know, just buying products and services off of any website, because of the scamming and everything going on. So it only takes one person to want to invest in you, which means, you know, buy your product or buy your services. And then if your services are good enough and your products are legit, they can refer you to another person that can help your business grow. But patience is a big key in this, and not giving up, you know. And it's always cliche, the things I say. I mean, it's things that you get here everywhere as far as about not giving up, but you have to have a certain type of determination about you to be successful in any type of business. And especially in the tech field, of it being so saturated, it's like you have to wait you have to wait for your turn, or you have to be very ambitious and determined to get things done and push things ahead. In owning your own business within the product and services, you have to do other things as well. So a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. And you always got to have some type of income coming in. And we talked about investing, but you have long-term and you have short-term investing. You can watch a lot of videos about that on YouTube. That's why I don't really talk about that stuff. I know a lot about stocks and trading and options, but that's really not my lane. My lane is tech and also services. But I know it's going to take a while for things to grow. That's why I say going on this journey with me, because I'm in the field that a lot of people are in. And I mean, I've watched a lot of these content creators that have had their channel for about 10 or 15 years, and it took them that long to grow and to be notarized. So for me, like I said, I'm not necessarily trying to make money off this platform, but I'm just trying to promote myself. And I know it's going to take a long time for me to even get notarized. Especially, I'm not running around here acting crazy and acting goofy and doing pranks and all that other stuff that people do that's very entertaining. But everybody has their lane. And this is just me just doing a little blog while I'm walking, talking to you guys. Like, I'm gonna be so real with you. Like I said, I'm an introvert, so I don't like being behind camera. I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't really even like doing these type of things. But I don't want to take this conversation somewhere else. But since I'm blogging, I will. You have to be uncomfortable. Because if you want to be comfortable, you're not going to eat. And that's how life is. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to promote yourself. You have to be willing to promote your product, promote your services, and show people how valuable your services and your product is to them. Because that's what life is about. When people buy stuff and it's high in demand and people they need it. I put like this. When I used to work in retail, I used to work for Best Buy Geek Squad back in the day. And I also used to sell like cameras and computers and all sorts of tech. And I remember my supervisor said to me one day, she said, you got to make them not want the product, but need the product. I never believed in selling people things that they don't want. But I do understand that something that somebody wants, you have to make them feel like they need it. And that's how you have to do in this field as well. I also worked for Circuit City, the old Circuit City back in the 2000s. So I've been in tech for so long. I really wish I would have created a YouTube platform years and years and years ago. I mean, I'm not guaranteed that I could be successful, but I know about products, and I could do like videos on tutorials on certain things about phones. But I mean, everything for me, and I'm just being completely honest, it's just about promote my products and services. And I appreciate all the people that have subscribed to me, and the people that, even if it's 1 or 2 comments, have commented on my channel. And to understand that I'm just a very different dude. I'm a very unique dude that you will probably never ever find on these type of platforms. But like I said, I'm a businessman. I'm a real businessman. And I'd rather be standing behind a company than standing in front of it. But this is just a company that I created because of a personal passion. So I don't want anybody running this. I wanted to do this myself. And I'm learning when it comes to this, and it's not going to be easy, and I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm not going to give up, and I know that a lot of people, they look for support and they look for certain things, but I've always been a loner. And I always know how to make things happen against all odds. And I'm different, and I don't mind being different. And you know, if I can accept myself, I don't care if people don't accept me. So, you know, but I'm giving knowledge to y'all guys, but I mean, this is just normal knowledge. I'm not a person that like to make things difficult. I don't speak in science terms. I speak in you know, just I try to simplify things as much as possible so the average person can understand, because a lot of people don't understand this stuff. But going back to what's high in demand is, you know, if people want it, eventually they'll need it. And that's the main thing. I know I'm kind of dragging this on, but this is Streetgeekz. I love y'all. I'm out. Have a blessed day.